We're here with Ring of Honor great Veda Scott. How are you? Oh, that's the camera there. How are you?
I'm very well.
You can't plan that. So, you've really in the last year and a half kind of blown up on the independent scene. You're working just about everywhere now.
Trying.
What's it like going to law school to just ignore the degree and then be a wrestler for a living?
Well, my mother's really not super pleased about it. I have a very interesting day-to-day life, I guess you could say, and then I spend my nights and weekends doing something completely different. So it's a good little mix. It's a good big mix. It's something to talk about around work. Sure.
Now, one of the things you've been involved in, and it's kind of like a trend in indie wrestling the last couple of years, is there's more intergender wrestling matches where instead of it just being kind of like a gimmick sideshow deal or a comedy deal, there's more competitive back and forth wrestling. You even did a cage match at Absolute Intense Wrestling earlier this year, or actually last year now, in Cleveland. Why do you think there's been such a trend to that sort of stuff? And as a woman, does it accentuate you, or does it kind of, do you feel like it's kind of exploiting?
Well, obviously, I'm all for it, and I do a lot of it. I think this is a really loaded question because there's just so many different aspects of it. Like you said, it's turned out to not be so much like a comedy attraction, although there is a lot of comedy in it often. I mean, we have Candice LeRae and Joey Ryan here, and they do a lot of really entertaining, funny stuff in some of their matches. It's completely widened what we can do, and it's just widened the opportunities for men and for women in wrestling. It's added to the list of opponents that we can have, the kind of matches we can have. So I'm obviously all for it. Anything that gives me more chances to wrestle. And it gives you a chance to do different things and kind of tell a different story. So obviously I'm super positive about it. I can see where there's some people that are uncomfortable, but that's fine. You don't have to do it. That's all I ever say. Like, nobody's forcing you to do this.
So in Ring of Honor, you are now with Moose. Talk a little bit about working with him as opposed to Artie Evans and the positives of working with a guy who obviously has so much sheer potential and is just starting to find himself, and kind of getting the chance to be in front of that and help kind of lead that show.
Working with Moose in Ring of Honor is super exciting for exactly the reason that you said. He's new to this. This is really his first professional wrestling regular gig, and so watching him figure out himself and just rise through the ranks and to be, like I said, to be part of that, just to be part of the whole picture, part of the whole act, is really exciting. And he's so enthusiastic and he works so hard, and he just wants to learn and improve and just do this. Like, this is someone who had a dream career, essentially, as an athlete, and decided that his dream was different. Like, this wasn't what it, like, to be able to take the time to step back and say, like, you know what, I want to follow what I really want to do. That's so admirable, and that's his personality. And I think it shows through his wrestling, too. Like, he's just going, like, full on with this.
So you're, every time I turn around, I always hear about you in a different place. How much wear and tear do you put on your car in a week at this point?
A lot. I don't want to go into the mileage, but
it's probably depressing when you think about it.
It is. It's depressing. I go through vehicles really quickly. I drive an awful lot, and then if we're not even talking about my own car, like between rental cars and that sort of thing.
Well, that's okay. You can destroy those.
Yeah.
I said that, not her.
It's quite a lot, but I'm getting to see. I mean, my thing is I just want to travel everywhere, be it for wrestling or not for wrestling. If it's for wrestling, that's even better. But I'm getting to see just so many places and do so many different things, and the best way to do that a lot of times is just get in the car and do it. So.
Sound like Josh Gates from Destination Truth when you say that. On your this is the social media age. On your social media, you've always got photos of yourself at different famous sites, and I know you were like the Sandlot from the Sandlot and the movie, the famous baseball movie. So what's like the coolest thing that like you were like, oh my god, that's in the city, we've got to track that down?
Sandlot stuff is pretty good. I like to look again like at different movie locations and things like that, but really, this is going to sound super cheesy. The coolest place I've been recently, maybe. See, I can't ever narrow it down. Like I've had the opportunity to go so many cool places. I was really really happy with Mount Rushmore, which sounds
really
kind of cheesy. And I think the reason I loved it so much was because I had anticipated it being really lame. Like I anticipated it being kind of dumb, and then like you step up and you see the whole thing, and it's kind of it's a lot more impressive than you'd think. So Mount Rushmore was great. The drive back from Mount Rushmore, I went through the Black Hills, got to see Buffalo, fell in love with South Dakota that weekend. So between movie locations, just trying to see like odd parts of the country. Next weekend, I kind of have a feeling I'm feeling like I might go to Nebraska and like Kansas. I want to go back to that area. No set plans, but yeah, just seeing anything I can see, and it's just getting in the car and going.
All right, we're gonna hit you one last question.
Yes.
It'll be real easy. All right, you mentioned Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore women's wrestling. Who are you for?
Oh God. Are we talking international?
Anything you want. It's your,
right.
it's your mountain. You carve it.
Manami Toyota, greatest of all time. Gotta put, we're talking American TV, how to put Sarah Del Rey on there. My gosh, are we talking current?
All time.
Those are my two top
Moolah,
two.
Mae Young, Penny Banner, anybody?
Let me think about this. Bolicano, and one more. I can't pick. I don't like.
All right, we'll leave number 4.
List.
We'll leave number 4 to be determined. You can answer next time you
All
come
right.
back. So let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
Sure. I'm on Twitter at it's Veda Time, VEDA Time, and I'm on Facebook too, just as Veda Scott. I don't have a website. Everybody keeps telling me I should have one, but I don't have one. And I have just the Twitter and the Facebook.
All right, we'll see you March 1st on pay-per-view for Ring of Honor at the anniversary show.
Yep.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.